Right, this is for Heart Shape Booty Day 24. This is your workouts, mini workouts number 4. We have what's called a floor mix. So we are going to be on the floors. We're going to be doing some different types of movements. So your optional equipment is, as usual, some bands, some sort of exercise bands. And in this case, we want to either be in socks or have a slider. And remember, the slider could be a towel, it could be a paper plate, furniture slider. I'm going to be in socks, so I don't need to worry further about that. And then the 2 minutes, warm up lead in, 2 minute cool down. As before, I have my timer ready. We are going to do 3 exercises. So, and all 3 of them are single-sided exercises. So for each 2 minute per exercise, we'll be working, one side and the next. So we'll start with the warm up, which is the prone hamstring curls. I'm going to start the timer, and we'll do face down on the floor. And what we're going to do is make yourself a little pillow here with your hands, and we're going to curl your legs into a hamstring curl. Okay, so we are using the hamstrings intentionally here during the warm-up. Okay, so engage and suck those tummies in. And try to get your heel to the butt and try to make sure you're feeling a contraction here at your hamstring and glute tie in where they meet, okay? And I'm using one fist on top of another. You could do hands flat. Sorry about that clickety clack in the background. That's my son on his keyboard. So that was our, now we're in our 15-second transition time or break time, but you could just continue on. So we have 45 seconds of work from here. Try to get those legs up at the same time and in the same speed. I don't know. I have my left side issue, so it's kind of hard for me to tell since I can't see, but just try to make sure you're feeling it at an even pace and an even contraction. All right, that was our 2 minute warm up. Now we're going to do the wall slide Jane Fondas, or the wall slide Fondas. We're going to take ourselves right up against the wall, well, a little bit in front of it. You could be pillow down or arm pillow, so have enough room to actually take your leg back behind your body line. And then we're going to use the wall to slide our heel up and down, so to have contact with that wall. So what we want to do is engage our abs so we're not actually rocking back as we do this. We're still keeping a straight body line. Your bottom leg could rest comfortably, okay? And we're sliding that heel on the wall behind our body, okay? That was a minute already. So transition into the other side. And remember, anytime you're doing single leg exercises, any unilateral movements, you're definitely needing to pay attention to the differences from one side to the other, okay? So take a note of all of the differences, not only strength differences, but mobility and flexibility differences as well. Keep those abs engaged. Okay, and try to control it up as well as down. Okay. The next one is the sideline hip raise. So this one, we're out on our elbows. We're gonna have our our feet stacked as in clam, but we're going to raise up that hip and try to raise that top knee open, and you're trying to create as much distance between those knees. So bottom glute is really on for this exercise, and your hips are going to come forward at the top here because you're doing a hip extension, okay? Exhale at the top, okay? And put in one more. All right. Remember, I'm just showing you, going through one round with you. Okay, so stack those feet together and open up. See, my hips are going to travel forward because I'm doing that hip extension. So make sure your hip is coming off the ground and you're spreading those legs, okay? Now, you could raise it even higher, okay, for your, to tear it up, okay, and try to create as much distance. What you don't want is to open so far that you're sliding back, okay, or rolling back, okay? This is an absolute ab workout as well. All of these engage your abs like crazy. The donkey hydrant combo. So this is 2 moves to equal 1 rep, and that was your donkey, your hydrant here out to the side, and then basically this is your bent knee extension where you're trying to get the bottom of your foot to stamp the ceiling. Okay, so would be 2 reps right there. Engage your abs, tabletop position. Your gaze should be sort of a triangular gaze, okay? So not straight in the middle and not looking up. So don't have your neck hike up. Okay, so hydrant and donkey. Now, if you find that you're sort of tilting to the side when the hydrant comes up, that's okay as long as you're super engaged, okay? You're just getting some extra ab and hip work on the other side if you do so. Like if you don't have the mobility and flexibility to bring this leg up level, unless you tilt, okay? That's where you are, and you'll just be working towards that. Yeah, honestly, my reps are probably fairly messy because sometimes I can't really talk and focus at the same time. All right, this stretch. This is one of my favorite stretches. This is the supine figure 4. So we're stretching out the glutes. One leg at a time. You'll cross that one leg over to make that figure 4. Then you'll pressure back to the floor. Bring that other leg up, and if it's available to you, thread your arm in the middle of that 4 and clasp your hands behind that thigh, okay? So try to make this a passive stretch by using the force of your arms, okay? So that your legs could just relax into it. And again, just breathe normally. If you have it available to you, then you could also come up even higher and hold yourself at the knees, and that will bring that knee closer, okay? So we'll try it on the other side. Make that figure 4 and do the same thing. Okay. So you should be feeling it in your hips, not so much on the side, but above your hamstrings. This is a great one that you could do in bed. And again, still noting the differences. So if you have a weaker glute on the left side, for example, as I do, then that means your right side will tend to be much tighter because your right side keeps trying to compensate for your left side. So I'm definitely feeling the difference in the tightness. All right, so that was basically 10 minutes. Your little mini workout. So if you wanted to add additional rounds, it would be, if you're doing it exactly the way we're doing it here with 15 minutes transition and 45 seconds of work, then it would just be a 6-minute add-on for each round before you get to the stretch. All right, so give that one a try. I'll see you in the next post for your next routine.